Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this Wyatt Sicks video. Not loads to go through, but enough, right? Plenty of thoughts, plenty of stuff to talk about. We're going to start with this. Mind blown, because my mind was blown. Uncle Howdy, Chad Gable, not on the Raw coming out of Bash in Berlin. You know how we like to make the PLE weekends feel like big weekends. We do the go-home SmackDowns, we do the PLE, we do the big Fallout show. I could understand that. But this is the Raw going into Bash in Berlin. This is the go-home Raw. I don't understand that as much, right? I'm not down on it. Like, fine. I have no problems with this. It's just caught me off guard. No way did I predict this. No way did we talk about this or speculate about this. There are a couple of thoughts that this could lead to a screwy finish and then we do the rematch at Bash in Berlin, or it's a screwy finish and we do Wyatt Sicks American Maids at Bash in Berlin. It could be that this is a bit of a swerve. Like, we are going to get the match, but we saw a couple of times this week on Raw where we didn't really get them out. We didn't really get Damien against Dominic, for example, you know, because of the beatdown and everything that happened there. Maybe this is going to be something similar, but it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Interesting as well how this image has got the dreads. Because obviously we know he didn't quite have those dreads this week. I would say Uncle Howdy's look is probably the second most talked about thing after this match, which has been made for next week's Raw. The only other thing I wanted to say was that, yes, this could be a bit of a swerve and it leads to some at Bash in Berlin, but this Saturday is the anniversary. It's the 1 year anniversary of Bray's passing. So I wonder if they did just want to do something special on the Raw following that. This would be special. This is Bo's first match since, I believe, 2019. His first televised match since 2019. Of course, when he came back in 2022, he didn't have a match. Like, we didn't see him competing. It was only Bray in that pitch black match, but there was no Howdy match. So Howdy, Chad Gable, mind blown. Everyone's mind's blown. No one expecting it. Wow. I'm not down on it. I know I keep saying I'm not down on it. I'm not down on it. For me, I think that they are trying to keep Raw must-see. I mean, it really feels like Raw is the show at the moment. And I think part of the reason why it feels that way is because we're doing big things like this. And I think they're trying to do that as we're building up, getting ready for the move to Netflix, which feels like it's a long way away, but it's not that far. If you think we've only got so many Mondays left, you know, we've got September, October, November, December. We're probably looking around about 16 weeks, ballpark 17 weeks, 17 more Raws, and then we have to move to Netflix, which is a massive move. I mean, we're going off TV. We're going onto a streaming service. Like, this could be a disaster if we get this wrong. So you could understand why they're really trying to build up Raw, really trying to make Raw absolutely unmissable so that they can move as many fans over to Netflix when we make that move in early 2025. So that could be a factor as well. So lots of thoughts on this. I really don't know which way this match is going to go. I can't see Howdy losing, but it might be that it's a beatdown, it's a trap, it's, you know, he gets jumped on, it's a DQ, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, this is the second most talked about thing, and it's the mask. You can't really see it here, but Jay, shout out to you, says, it looks like a new mask. The forehead is a bit smaller. It looks like there's more hair added to the mask. I think, so there is another image we can look at. This, though, you can see how dirty this mask is. I really like this look. I was a big fan of this look. I love the dreads. I love the mask. I love how dirty it all looks like. I just really love this look. I think this is very Bray. I think that's part of the appeal. I look at that and I can sort of see a bit of Bray in there if Bray was to play this character. So I'm a big fan of this look. This is the look he went with tonight. I'm not as keen on this, right? I don't think it's bad. It's certainly nowhere near as bad as OG Howdy, and I was really never keen on OG Howdy going all the way back to 2022. But so it's not that. I think the long hair still looks really good, but clearly it's not dreaded. I'm not sure about over on this side, but this just doesn't look like it. I mean, he looks like he's got wonderful hair. And then we seem to have a bit more white around the chin. What looks to be white on the eyes. Obviously, Jay commented on the forehead being shorter. I genuinely don't know because of the angle of, like, the head and, like, how dark it is. And, like, he's clearly looking down sort of, like, this way. So, I don't know. The shape of the mask, I really don't know. We do know that he did have other masks made, though. And this one looks a bit bluer. It doesn't look quite as dirty. And, yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It looks... I don't have a problem with this look. If that was going to be his look permanently, that would be fine. I wouldn't be down on it. But I would prefer that. I do think this looks better. So, yes, I don't know. Is he going to mix it up? Are we never quite going to know what Howdy we're going to get? I don't know. There's not really any theories as to why he's done that, why he's changed that look, if it's going to be a permanent change or is he going to cycle through them? Don't know. Really did kind of catch people off guard, that. It's very clear that that is a different looking mask, different colour, and different hair, certainly. This is a different look for Howdy. Don't know why. Slamex said that mask, it looks different. And he's right. Little, where you go, shout out to you. WWE Ethan just pointing out the new merch for American Maids. Bit of a shame they didn't get one for Ivy, but, you know, I'm sure they'll sort that out eventually. I think this looks pretty good, to be honest. I don't think it needs the A bit there. I mean, I think the star and the M underneath, like... that would have been fine. I don't think it needs that bit in the middle for the A, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Still looks cool. I still think it's a perfectly acceptable, perfectly cool-looking shirt. Feels a little bit superhero-y, maybe, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I just love this look, man. I just think he killed it with this. I think he nailed it. So here's David saying the new Howdy mask, the dreads are different. They're not as thick. I mean, I can't really see over on that side if there's even any dreads at all. There doesn't really look to be dreads on this side. Certainly nothing like this hairstyle. So, yeah, doesn't matter. I prefer that. That, to me, is just them killing it. I was so full of praise of that, but this is fine. It's fine. Right here, Michael Cole called her Nikki Cross. I did jot this down, you know, so this is a little clip from the show, which obviously I can't play for copyright reasons. But Nikki Cross believes she's Abby the Witch. That's what Michael Cole said. Nikki Cross believes she's Abby the Witch. It's clear that they've had a conversation about this and they're really trying to communicate what's going on here, because he's called her Sister Abigail before, right? Nikki Cross believes she's Abby the Witch. So he was calling her Nikki Cross, and he has called her Abby the Witch, and he has called her Sister Abigail in the past, but I think that was a mistake. And there was "you effed up" chants from the crowd as well. You effed up. You effed up. I think Michael Cole was like, they certainly did. It was a really fun segment. I mean, I liked the lighting being down and the fact that you couldn't quite make out everything. It felt a bit more like a horror film, and you had all the fireflies out and just had a good vibe, I thought. I just had a good vibe. I liked it. Yes, here's Colton. Colton said it looks like Nikki's mask has got straps, and it does. You can sort of see them here at the side. So we did wonder how her mask was attached, because Asuka apparently has a mouthpiece and she bites on it. That's how she's able to, like, dance her way down and then just grab the mask and take it off. There's no straps. She bites onto a mouthpiece. It looks like Nikki does have straps. Don't know if she has them all the time or if this is just like a different mask. I remember Tom Colohue saying that Nikki had the second most masks made, just behind Howdy. And maybe we're seeing that now, you know? I don't think we're looking at drastic differences, but that does definitely feel like a different mask to this one. So yeah, we had that. Oh, this is great. Look at this. Zach, LMAO, Maxxine dipped TF out of there. Look at this. This is 2 seconds long. Look how quickly Maxxine ran away. again. Do it again, Maxxine. Do it again. Man, that is quick. That is quick. Do it again. Do it again. Honestly, I think she's breaking the land speed record there. Dave, thank you. So I think this must be from, this is from their X page, but I'm guessing this is their YouTube page. So Wyatt Sicks take out American made August 19th in the description. Sister Abigail interrupts Matt. They just really struggle with this, don't they? I don't think that this is them saying it was Sister Abigail. I just think that the digital team is not quite in sync with the TV team. I think Michael Cole has had struggles with this. He's called her Sister Abigail. I think what he said tonight is the correct thing, which is Nikki Cross believes she's Abby the Witch. That's what he said. I think he's got clarity on that. But unfortunately, the digital team aren't quite on the same page. They went with Sister Abigail. So I thought that was interesting. Word of Wrestling said, here's what everyone's talking about, how good Chad Gable sold the Sister Abigail. It's true. We touched on this in Unseen. He said that he wants to sell this for Bray and for Bo. Like, he wants to get this over as a devastating move. So I believe this is like slowed down a little bit. So here, look, boom, he hits it. And you can see, I mean, look at that. It's quite dark, obviously, so you can't quite make it out. Bang! Look, I mean, he is like here. He is there. Boom! Down he goes. So, I mean, he really, look at that. Boom! He really sells it so, so well. And he said in an interview, I don't know if it was on Chris Van Vliet's show, but he was like, that's just my way of saying, like, thank you and giving something to Bray and to Bo, who, you know, he's got a lot of time for. So, yeah, this is obviously a big storyline for Chad Gable. Don't forget, it wasn't that long ago he was Shorty G. Look at him now in a red-hot feud with the Wyatt Sicks. So, Spartan, shout out to you. SlamX said, Chad Gable, Uncle Howdy is official. It's going to be Bo's first televised match since Crown Jewel 2019. There he is, right there, over in the corner. I can't point to him because my finger disappears. Look at that. Yowie wowie. So yeah, he's over there. So apparently his first match since Crown Jewel 2019. Amazing. 5 years. That's a big deal, isn't it? That's a big deal. Word of Wrestling just pointing out here that Nikki just puts her hand up, like tilts her head over to the side as well, and just sort of like, hey, how you doing? It's only very quick, and then we do skip over to a different camera angle, so it was very, very quick. But look at that. That's very polite. What a very polite young lady she is. And then we got this as well, WWE Ethan. So Zach again. Uncle Howdy, Wyatt Sicks having a match on a PLE or a pay-per-view? Uncle Howdy, Wyatt Sicks having a match on a random-ass episode of Raw? Yeah. It's a joke. Listen, as we said, if you think it's the anniversary of Bray's passing on Saturday, could that have had an effect? We're trying to find ways of building up Raw. I mean, honestly, they want to make the PLEs, like, watchable, of course. Yeah, we're building up loads of stuff for the PLEs. But it is just as important in this day and age that Raw and SmackDown continue to attract viewers. WWE make most of their money from TV deals. And obviously we know that Netflix deal was massive. So it totally makes sense that they want to keep Raw strong. You know, the Wyatt Sicks had their first match on Raw. Now Howdy is going to have his first match on Raw. Eventually they'll get onto a PLE. Eventually. I would not mind it being at Bad Bloods and being Hell in a Cell. Ah, American made against Wyatt Sicks. Hell in a Cell. Ah. That would be so good. So there we go. That is just a few thoughts. There was no video, unfortunately, or anything for us to kind of get our teeth into, but still plenty to talk about there. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with Wrestling Escape Pods and NXT live stream. I'll get an Unseen out for you tomorrow. I did an Unseen earlier today, because I knew that we'd be doing a Wyatt Sicks video now. So I'll get an Unseen video out for you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. Bye for now.